Allah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Ahmaduhu wa asta'inuhu wa astadihi wa astaghfiruhu wa umminu bihi jalla wa ala wa la akfuruhu wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Arsalahu bil huda wa din al-haq liyadhhiruhu ala din Kulihi wallahu karihal mushrikun. All praise belongs to Allah. We praise Him. We seek His help, His assistance, and His guidance. We believe in Him and do not disbelieve in Him. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is His servant and messenger. Amma ba'd, fa inna astikal hadith kitabullah wa awtaqa al-ighra kalimatu taqwa wa khairul milali milatu Ibrahim wa khairul sunani sunatu Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa ashraful hadith dhikrullah wa asanu al-kasasi hadha al-Quran wa khairul umuri awazzimuha wa shairul umuri muhtatatuha wa asanu al-hajju hajju al-anbiya wa ashraful maut katlu shuhada wa amma lamma dalalatul ba'd al-huda wa khairul amali ma nafa'a wa khairul hadi ma uthba'a wa shairul amma al-karb. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the most truthful of discourses is Kitabullah, or the Book of Allah. The most trustworthy word is taqwa, or fear of Allah. The best of the community is the community of Prophet Ibrahim. But the best way of life is the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The remembrance of Allah is the most glorious of all things. The best of all narrations is Quran. The best acts are those requiring the highest degree of will and determination. The worst acts are those based on innovation. The best way of life is the one adopted by the prophets of Allah. The most glorious death is the death of the martyr. The most wretched blindness consists of going astray after finding the right way. Best acts are the ones that yield benefits. Best guidance is that which people may be able to follow. The worst blindness is the blindness of the heart. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inna Allaha yahmiru bil adli wal ihsani wa ita'i dhil qurba wa yanha anil fashai wal munkari wal baghi yaitakum la'alakum tadhakkarun. Allah commands justice, the doing of good, and liberality to kith and kin. He forbids all shameful deeds and injustice and rebellion. He instructs you that you may receive admonition. فَمَنْ يُرِيدِ اللَّهُ أَنْ يَهْدِيَهُ يَشْرَحْ صَدْرَهُ لِلْإِسْلَامِ. Those whom Allah in His plan willeth to guide, He opened their breasts to Islam. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu attaqullaha haqqa tuqatihi wa la tamutuna illa wa antum muslimun. O you believe, fear Allah as He should be feared, and do not die except in a state of Islam. Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat lil nasi tamaruna bil ma'rufi wa tanhauna 'anil munkar wa tu'minuna billah. You are the best peoples ever raised up for mankind, enjoining what is right, forbidding what is wrong, and believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Aqulu qawli hadha wa astaghfirullah li wa lakum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala khairul mursalin Muhammadin an-Nabi al-Ummi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ijma'in. Amma ba'd, yaqulu Allahu ta'ala fil Quran al-Kareem, Inna Allaha wa malaikatuhu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuha alladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu tasliman. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Mulana Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wa man ahsanu qawlan mimma da'a ila Allah wa amila salihan wa qala innani min al-muslimin. Wa la tastawi al-hasanatu wa la as-sayyi'atu adfa billati hiya ahsanu fa iza alladhi baynaka wa baynahu adawatun ka'annahu waliyyun hamimun wa ma yulakaha illa alladhina sabaru wa ma yulakaha illa dhu hatim adhim. Who is better in speech than one who calls men to Allah, work righteous deeds, and say, I am of those who bow in Islam. Nor can goodness and evil be equal. Repel evil with that which is better. Then between whom and thee was hatred become, as it were, a friend and intimate. And no one will be granted such goodness except those who exercise patience, self-restraint. None but persons of the greatest good fortune. These short series of ayats are kind of like our mission. And everyone has to have a mission, and it's best that they understand their mission and their assignment. As we said the other day, that Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, they both come from kindness, tendency, and mercy. But Rahmah has the characteristic of assigning, like Allah assigned for the mother to have milk in her breast. Allah assigned for the child that whatever danger happened, no matter how strong the man is, the child would run and hold on to the mother's skirt. This is part of the assignment of the human character. Also, in life we have an assignment. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has assigned us a mission in life. And this is something that's a part of the qadr of Allah. The qadr of Allah means destiny. But now, Allah knows what our destiny is, and Allah knows when we, or if we fulfill our destiny and how much of it we fulfill. But now, in that assignment, we're going along the road, and whether we turn right or left, Allah already knows which way we're going. Right? So, but we don't know until we make a choice. That's part of the assignment. Allah gave you assignment, but Allah does not make you do that assignment. Now, Allah knows your ability to do that assignment. Allah knows if you picked up the messages that come from the malaika, the angels, if Allah knows how much of the environmental situations or cues that you done picked up, Allah knows that. That's why Allah is Maliki Yawmiddin. Allah is the judge on the day of judgment, right? You and I are not the judge because we don't know those things, right? We have no idea. Nor do we know the assignment. But for the human family, the Muslim family, this right here is a collective assignment. And Allah knows the collective, how much we fulfill that assignment. How did we recognize the cues? Is there a war against Islam? Is everybody trying to destroy Islam? Did we pick up on the cues? Does the Muslim leaders know what they're doing, what they're talking about, right? Do they pick up on the cues? Do they have the ability to lead the people correctly in the society, or are they just leading them, right? So Allah knows what road we're going to take, but Allah don't force us to take that road. That's called foreknowledge. That means Allah knows what we're going to do. That's part of the destiny, is that Allah knows what you're going to do, but you're not forced to do that. That's why Qadr is such a powerful thing. Okay, now, what would be our mission here? Who is better in speech? What's the best speech? Da'a ilallah, like the dawah. Call people to Allah, right? Wa amilu salihat, work righteous deeds. Do good deeds. Work righteousness. Inaini min al muslimin, and say, no matter how much injustice is in the society, no matter how much people hate Islam, you're proud to stand up and say, Inaini min al muslimin, I am from amongst the Muslims. I am a Muslim. I'm not a secret this and that. I'm not a pretended Mason. I'm not none of that. I am a Muslim. Inaini min al muslimin. Then it goes on to say, nor can goodness and evil be equal. Repel evil with that which is better. Tastawi is something when it becomes equal, to equalize, to become even and straight. So what it means is do not turn or don't equalize. Somebody do bad to you, don't say, well, I got a right, which you do, to return bad to them. Don't do that. It says, take the higher road, take the better road. Return good for evil. Now we're getting to that turn the other cheekism, but on a high level. At fast, so it means ward off evil deeds with good deeds. Push back their evil with good. Deny their evil with good. Adawa is enmity and hostility. So Allah saying, there's another word that goes with this. Waliyun and hamimun. Those people that was hostile with us, with me and you, just let's say white people, just for the sake of discussion. It may become, this word wali, we all know what a wali is, a guardian, a protector, safeguards and everything, an advocate, a lawyer. He's the wali. This word, friend, protector, guardian, and sponsor. That if you do this right, you may become the wali of those same people that's been treating you bad. Remember, you ward off their evil with good. Years ago when I gave this, I was telling people, now when Ronald Reagan do you bad, you got to do him good. That was a long time ago. But it means that with old Don, old ignorant, red-headed Don, whatever he is. If he come around, if he ameliorate, right. If he said la ilaha illallah, even if he just stopped acting a fool, right? Then you might become his, get ready for this, friend, protector, and guardian. You may have to cover a lot of faults, because the Quran said it to hide, and the Hadith said to hide people's faults. You may, with Don, you're going to be busy all week long covering up his lies, because Don can lie. He don't even have to think. He just rapid fire. He's a machine gun, like, and they can't keep up with it because it's moving too fast, right? The people that collect information or fact checkers, they just threw the book out the way. It says, hey, we can't keep up with it. Because once he tell one, like he just, and so, now just think now, for instance, on the case of opiates, the discussion today is 70,000 people die of opiates a year. It's like when 5,000 or 10,000 of us used to die of overdose of heroin, 70,000 white folks is dropping like flies. Do you know, in the statistics, the life expectancy, the only people losing in life expectancy is white males. That's the newspaper. In other words, there's so many of them dying of opiates, right, that their life expectancy, the Negro life expectancy, is still increasing. He eating all that pork and grease all on the table, and eating at McDonald's and everywhere. His life is still expanding a little bit. You see what I mean? But white folks, their life is shrinking. We've had that experience before. So it's our duty now and in the near future to help them ward off evil. Now, I'm talking about the crackers in West Virginia and in Ohio. They don't like you or me or nobody else. But it says that those people between was enmity and hatred become hamim is like warm water, you know, warm and fuzzy friends. Those same people, those gun-toting Europeans up in Michigan and everywhere else you can find them. If we live up to this ayat, we may become their wali, their protector, and help rescue them from their opiate addiction. Why? Because we faced that before, right? And we know that Donald Trump and the Zionists and all them people are not their friends. They're the ones that's selling them all of that stuff, right? And laughing all the way to the bank, right? That's who's doing that to them. They're doing it just like when they stopped the movement in its tracks. In the 60s, it was because of heroin and other addictions, right? The COINTEL program. The white folks don't know nothing about the COINTEL program. They think Don is their friend, and Don is working for the Zionists, for the Israelis. They're supposed to hate Israel. Jews would not replace us, right? They're marching down the street in Charlottesville, right? And Don, the guy they like, is working for the Zionists. They're confused. They don't have experience with all of this. Hamim, warm, fuzzy, warm water. We will have to become their friends, their protectors, and their warm and fuzzy friend. White folks, gun-toting crackers. Yeah, this is what the Quran is saying. We didn't make this up. You heard what I was reading. The word waliyun, hamimun, right? Those words have a meaning. We're giving you the dictionary meaning of these words. This is from the Arabic English dictionary. I didn't make none of this up. Okay. It's going to take a lot of patience, though, and endurance. Haz means portion, share, good luck, and good fortune. The Quran translates this, those people that can do that, they're going to be very fortunate, right? Or would we go and take the middle meaning? They're going to be lucky. If you can pull that off, you're just a lucky joker. If you can get through America, they talk about Black Lives Matter. Well, suppose you black and you're a Muslim, right? You got your work cut out for you, right? And you trying to live right. I'm telling you, that's our job. That's our duty. That's our pleasure. And that's technically our responsibility. There's one thing I wanted to mention. This is one of our old flyers, Masjid al-Islam, and I just want to read part of it. This letter is to introduce you to Masjid al-Islam, Washington, D.C. We have been an active community for many years. Our main purpose for establishing a masjid was to have a regular place of worship, to worship Allah in congregation, to promote universal brotherhood amongst Muslims and non-Muslims alike, and to serve the best interests of mankind in general and Muslims in particular. So this, as I'll continue to read, so we have to develop a critical issues list. That is, those things which are critical to the survival, growth, and spread of Islam and Islamic institutions in the U.S. Develop a shared understanding of what our problems are and what obstacles we face. Clearly define and analyze our situation in general as well as specific. After discussion, put forward an alternative Islamic program and build established permanent institutions which support real progressive Muslims. Okay, so anyway, we wanted to fight fitna and we wanted to do a lot of things. This came out, it says at the end, Masjid al-Islam will inshallah contain a prayer area, classrooms, and one room for halal products which are needed by Muslims. Cost for these products is estimated to be about, for this project, about $200,000. Now, we're over on 8th Street when this came out. This is 93. And can you imagine in that little masjid, in those days, we're talking about raising $200,000. Everybody was laughing. They said, them boys is really stretching out. But not only did we do that, but we exceeded what we was trying to do. I want to show you something. From the very beginning, this is something I saved. This is a $5 bill. You know, like you're looking for signs for certain, and you can see it's eating all up. You can't even see old Abe there. Half his head is ate off. This $5 bill, when I first came to D.C., I came into D.C. and did work all day. Then I went back out. I was staying out in Manassas, you know, actually on a farm. So I would run out there, lift weights and everything. So when you're running down the road, you can see all kind of stuff, and you know, like in the ditch or whatever it is. And you see things that look green, like you see Salem cigarette packages, and you see all kind of stuff. But I was running down the road, and you could see this was really deep down in all that junk. But I just looked down, and I said, oh, that's real money. So I picked it up, and I pasted it on here, and then the next class I showed everybody this. This is back 90, 91, 92, something like that. So I said, this was in 1990. I said, this is a sign that we're going to raise all the money we need to get that masjid we're trying to get. I said, because if you could see through all of that stuff, this thing is real money, you know, I'm just saying, this is a sign that we're going to be successful. And I always keep that because we are having a financial problem right now. But it don't make no difference. Why? Because we're going to find money, we're going to smell money, wherever it's at, whatever we need, we're going to get that. We're not even worried about that. But I wanted to mention that. And another thing I want to mention is that before closing is this Sunday, we're going the 8th at 12:30. We're going to have a program, and that program is related to Brother Tufail, and we're going to inaugurate the Brother Tufail Strategic Command Center. You said, boy, these boys really be talking a lot of trash. Well, it is. Next door, all of this will be the command center for our next stage of development. We're not like other people. We didn't just ease up here and get here as an accident. So all the property we own, if we own 8 pieces of property in the area, we own them. We're not like renting them, we own them. Okay, what boss man do is boss man let you get all that property. Well, he don't let you get all that property. He don't let you do nothing, but you do it. Then he interferes with your development so that you can't develop it. So now all you have to do is pay taxes on it. Taxes. And the taxes that you pay is so much that you could build property. You could build that property up if you had enough at different times. So what I want to talk about is we have to respect and honor our own people. And the reason we call this the Brother Tufail Command Center, and we're going to have a program Sunday. Now on Thanksgiving, which is on the 26th, we're going to have a nice program. But, we'll be here, we'll have dinner, we'll eat, and we'll talk about our people. Now, you may not think that this is important, but I want to show y'all a couple of pictures. These pictures, everybody, if somebody just pass these around. Yeah, you can just pass these around. Everybody on there is gone or had left except Brother Tufail. In 1995, we formed As-Sabiqun. That's our movement, that's our organization. And everybody disappeared for one reason or another. And Brother Tufail is the only one you can see on the picture. He's the only one that stayed. Now, I want to tell you about old Negro games. Really, you can be looking at something and not know what it is exactly. So, first of all, everybody honors their so-called heroes, their people. So if you see George Washington standing on the boat going across the Delaware, right? You all seen that. You ain't paid no attention to the Negro sitting right there on the right side of the boat. You ever see that? Yeah, he's sitting right there. Don't nobody hardly know his name or nothing. History knows his name. They know his name, but they don't say nothing about him. They tell you about George standing up there, right? But those people, so George had a wooden tooth, 300 slaves, all kind of stuff. Thomas Jefferson got a memorial down there, and all they talked about in the 1803 election was he's a whoremonger, he's a this, boy, they talked about him worse than people talk about Don. I'm telling you. But he's got a memorial down there, right? Because they memorialize the people they want, and they don't talk about the other side that history know about. They just talk about what they want to put forward. Do you know that the Muslims, like Brother Tufail and brothers like that, their behavior make Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and them look like criminals because they were a Muslim. So Muslims didn't fornicate, no adultery, no none of that, right? Just living his life put him way above them. Why should we not, right, elevate our own people? If we don't tell people about our folks, ain't nobody going to know. And don't nobody have to be perfect. They got an Alexander Hamilton on money, $10, I think, or 20, I don't know whichever one it is, right? This guy was just about crazy, right? They don't talk about his faults. They got plays, Alexander Hamilton, right? All of that. Why shouldn't we talk about our people? Why shouldn't we not elevate, right, our own people who are better than the best of those? The average Muslim is better than the best people that they got under the flag, on the money, around the money, right? Just because we're Muslim, and we don't pay no attention to that. So that's what we're beginning to do. The other thing is, you know, we used to play a cold game on Old Boss Man. Now, you know, when y'all would hear the khutbahs, it was always, boss man doing this to me, boss man doing that to me, right? Y'all remember that? Okay. That's called drawing the heat. I'm drawing the heat to myself. Two fells going around doing all the work. Let's think about it, right? Let's go over that again. It's just regular old coon games. The big old brilliant white man and all of his sophistication, right? All you got to do is coon the cracker. That's all. Draw all the heat. Oh, and here I am all day, just like now. Boy, this white man is just, he's the worst thing in the world, of Zionists, and all the newspapers, everybody is talking about Imam Musa, right? And Brother Tufel is easing around taking care of all the business. You see, let me go over that again. It's a simple distraction. And they don't think, why you think I'm talking about this? Because we are playing it together. Right? You can call it a tag team, comedy team. It don't make no difference. Right? We're having fun doing this. And I'm having fun. Even you think, man, I wouldn't want to live that kind of life. Well, you would want to if you in the right psychic. Boss man think he got sense. Boss man think he gonna do this. Boss man think he gonna do that. So you fix it up so boss man can do that. Called designed fitna. That's real old for us. Most people think it's 2011. No, it's been going on a long time. What is it? Simple diversion. All you got to do is divert attention for a little while. Y'all ever don't know about 3-card Molly and all that stuff, the peas in the pod. All you got to do is divert the guy for how long? Boom, split second. He said, man, I got $100. I know that money is right under that thing right there. We're going to pull it up. It ain't there. Why? Because he diverted you for a split second, right? If you boop like that, and then next, bam, you hitting the guy upside the head because you done got him just to blink his eyes. Huh? Time it take to blink his eyes, when he look up, your fist is upside of his head, and it's too late to get out of the way. There it is right there. It's too late. If he's smart, he can turn his head with the blow, you know, but too late. There it is. So we had a wonderful time here playing that game. It's not playing a game. We only have certain things at our disposal. They didn't cut off this way, cut off that way. So we take what, just like all black people have always done, they use what they have. All revolutionaries use what they have in their environment, right? So we use our history. The system do not think that we're sophisticated, right? We've been sophisticated all the time. We had to have more sense than the system does just to survive, right? Just to survive. So, but we had to use it in a way to where it looks like coonism. Niggas just clowns, right? Oh, that's just a big mouth nigga over there. Masjid Alice, that nigga just talk, blah, 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 which I do to draw all the heat. So somebody else can go around and get everything in place, keep everything, right? It's simple. It's simple for us. That's why we're having these programs. It's called the Brother Tufel Strategic Command Center. That's what it should be, because that's what the man's life was about. Strategic. After we got together, it wasn't no haphazard, we just doing this and doing. No, it became just like our outline said. We have to develop a critical issues list. That's way back when. We didn't start this last week. We've been doing it all the time. And you don't have to tell everybody what you know, right? It's like Spanish-speaking people, you be talking about them, and they know English, but they ain't said nothing. And they may not say nothing until you time to pay them, and they say, well, here's how many hours. No, boss man, here's how many hours I was working. I thought you wasn't paying attention. Shoot, paying attention to my money. I thank you very much, right? That's something I learned when I was in South America. Lived down there for several years, dealing in different things in Colombia. And you had to do a lot of pretending. Like what they use on us up here, I used on them down there. I don't know no Spanish. I don't know. One of the white boys, the Spanish guy was saying, what's happening with the Nietzsche, talking about me. And the white boy didn't even move. He say, cuidado, él es muy inteligente. That guy talking about me is very intelligent. So don't, you know what I mean? Don't get the wrong idea. White folks would come in the room. I was running the whole show. I was standing there with a pair of overalls on and a broom. Why? Because all the people expected that's what niggas do. Why not? Have fun. It's better than getting killed. You're in Colombia, they'll kill you for $25 in them days or less. Colombia is just like, what was the guy, Scarface? That's what they do down there. And that's what they would be doing to me if I was not a threat. If I was a threat to them, I wouldn't be there no time, right? So I got to be non-threatening. Same thing with boss man. Boss man, we ain't gonna hurt nobody, boss. We just cruising. We just want a little masjid to just do a little praying. We're not really up to nothing. Okay, so we would like to invite everybody to come out this Sunday at 12:30, and inshallah, we're going to continue our programs here, and with Allah's help, we're going to develop the Brother Tufel Strategic Command Center. Yeah, that's what we're in the process of doing, because we should honor our people. They honor their people down there. Yeah, we're going to honor our people, and we're going to do it properly, and we're going to keep on doing it, on and on and on. And we're going to find there's brothers that you don't even know about, the part of different parties and groups that have made a great contribution to Islam. One is still alive here soon, and not close by, but not far. We're going to try to remember our people, because that's our duty and that's our responsibility. Nobody, like every community, they got people they remember. They remember Sayyid Qutb. In fact, we had, when we formed in 95, we signed a long list of characters, things that we wanted to do, and we've done a lot of those things. And we're still here. And so we want to expand those things and do what we need to do during this period, right, for the next phase of our growth. O Allah, we seek thy refuge from anxiety and grief. We seek thy refuge from lack of strength and laziness. We seek thy refuge from cowardice and niggardliness. We seek thy refuge from being overpowered by debt and the oppression of men. O Allah, suffice us with what is lawful. Keep from us what is prohibited. With thy grace, make us free from want of what is beside thee. Ameen. Iqamat as-salat.